Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allocating your time onto our forum today. We surely are blessed to gather here at University Technology Maratapah, Perak to witness one of the hot topics that might take place among students in this pandemic era. Our topic for today entitled, Is Online-Based Learning Better Than Physical Learning? But before, before we start on our forum today, I would love to introduce our beautiful panelists that will go through the topic with me today. Firstly, Miss Hurin, the President of Student Council Perak, Miss Dila, a lecturer from Faculty of Accountancy, Miss Fika, Head of Faculty of Applied Sciences, and not to mention, our discussion today will be joined, our special guest is Miss Abby, Minister of Education Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, our learning method has changed from physical class to online class. This shows a whole new level of studies difficulties and it affects students and lecturers all over the country. Without wasting any time, I would like to ask my first question to our first panel, Ms. Hurin. Can you explain more to our topics today so people would know what is the problem on today's learning method?
Thank you, moderator. So, what is the problem on today's learning method? Many students find that learning is not just an intellectual activity. This explains why a number of students report missing in-person interaction with their instructors, according to the Akron Beacon Journal. They may also miss face-to-face interactions with fellow students. For some students, this lack of social interaction and the accompanying need to be self-motivated. This lack of social interaction, for many students, not having enough interaction with professors and peers is among the biggest challenges of studying online, passing their courses. Students are claiming a lack of interaction with teachers in their online classes because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The survey by the Indonesian Child Protection Commission KPAI also revealed many teachers mainly use their online platform just to assign homework, according to Jakarta Post. The commission conducted the survey between April 13 and 21st and involving 1,700 students and 602 students in 54 cities and regencies. Among its glaring findings, 76% of the students responded say they were not enthusiastic about online learning. Sustained interactions between students and instructors are the cornerstone of effective online learning. The instructor may interact with students on different course-related discussions forum, periodic live and recorded webinar sessions, and other learning activities. In addition, instructors provide students with written and/or voice video chat feedback on all student coursework submission. Students participate in the learning process by contributing to online discussions, requesting, sharing course materials, and sending course-related questions to the instructor. Accordingly, students have sustained opportunities to interact with their instructors throughout the semester to develop a community of inquiry.
Thank you for the explanation, Ms. Hurin. From my point of view, it seems to me that online learning are hard and it does not bring any good to students. So what do you think, Ms. Dila? Do you think online learning is not good enough compared to physical learning?
Before I continue, I would like to give my thanks to our moderator for this opportunity as well as other panel. Hello, my name is Siti Nur Adila binti Syafrul Kamal. Online learning is not bad as we thought. It just mainly depends on students themselves. So I will talking about discipline. Discipline is a most and important thing for students as it is a big factor for students to achieve good education. If students learning by using online method, the level of self-discipline will increase as it will greatly impact our success while doing online learning. It also mentioned an article in the New York Times on February 2013. It said that attrition rates in studies of large online classes at Stanford University are as high as 90%. Students sometimes falsely assume that online courses have fewer demands and work requirements. This is usually not the case. Students who struggle with motivation in traditional classes often struggle more online where self-discipline is necessary to complete assignments, class discussion, projects, and tests on time and truly. So it will greatly improve students' self-discipline as they need to focus more on online learning.
Thank you for your fine explanation, Ms. Dila. From your statement, it changed my point of view on online class, and I could not agree more with you. Would you like to add more about online class, Ms. Shavika?
Thank you, moderator. Online class offer flexibility. No hassle going to school, no rush when it comes to on time on class. Compared to physical class, student needs to be hurried just to be in classroom before the lecturer come. Online class fit your schedule very well. Balance school with work, family, and personal life. Not all students can go online at the same time. Some teachers do not even require a video call, but instead upload files or video clips which contain the task to be submitted at a given time. If students have greater ability to concentrate in the morning or night, they can set aside those time to do schoolwork. Moreover, by not going to campus or school, students can save many money and times they don't need to spend for fuel and saving time from going to campus.
I can't thank you enough for the explanation. So we'll be moving on to our next questions. What are the advantages? I'm sure that information is useful to everyone to know about. I would also like Miss Abby to share her opinion on both physical and online class.
Thank you, Mr. Husaini, and hello everyone. I am Nur Abi Amani, the Minister of Education. Now it's my turn to talk about my view of online class or face-to-face class. Every student must have a good learning environment to keep focused and calm when they are studying or doing revision. Did you know what is learning environment? Learning environment refers to the diverse physical location, context, and cultures in which students learn. Developing an engaging and positive learning environment for learners, especially in a particular course, is one of the most creative aspects for teaching. Typically, the focus is either on the physical learning environment, like lecture halls, classroom, or lab. But for today's situation, we need to study at home and we need to find our own comfortable learning environment. So today, I would like to share some tips to make our learning environment at home feel comfy and refresh our mind. First, a light and spacious environment is a good idea. Try to make us comfy using cushion if need be, so we are not constantly fidgeting when doing assignment. Some children might even find homework easier with a bit of background noise, like a radio on quietly or some gentle music. So you can put a radio or speaker beside you to play some music. Next, a visual timetable or sticky note stuck to the wall can help us see exactly what we should be doing at a glance. You could also put a clock or watch on the table or use a timer so we can see how much time to spend on each task. With that, we can make our own calm learning environment so that we can focus more when we class.
I can't thank you enough for that explanation. Moving on to our next questions. What are the advantages of physical class?
A commonly held myth is that technology could replace the instructor or that online learning does not need an instructor. In reality, the instructor is as much of a requirement in online learning as in face-to-face learning, just in different ways. The role of the instructor changes from a learning guide to learning facilitator, and the presence of the instructor to support learning in the online delivery mode is essential to student satisfaction. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to when instructors should use online discussions, how often, and how they should interact within the discussions. The instructor should evaluate their students' needs on a case-by-case basis. For example, how often the instructor ought to reply in the online discussion forums can vary based on great many factors such as level of the students. New students and beginners may require more interaction than higher level or graduate students who may prefer to lead the discussion themselves and to learn from each other as much as from the instructor. Topic. Some topics might require more management and guidance by the instructor than others. Discussion type. You will learn of different kinds of discussion that can be utilized, and different one would require different level of interaction by the instructor.
Thanks again, Ms. Yurin. Now, I am sure that everyone would like to know what are the disadvantages of physical learning. Care to explain more, Ms. Shafika?
Thank you, moderator. In contrast to online class, students need regularly scheduled times on the same day every week. This limits flexibility with work and other activities. Students must be in class to get the learning experience. If plans unexpectedly change or emergency come up, student can adjust the class schedule unless the lecturer record the lecture. In-class instruction is not available after class season. Students who struggle to focus may also find physical class distracting to their learning experience. For physical class students, they need to be spend more money for fuel over a long time period, and then when combined with the cost of education, may have issue with the financial. During this COVID-19, according to the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, said that all school and institution of higher learning are closed. All the learning are continued with online class.
I appreciate all your thoughts and thank you for that fine explanation. Next, do you know what are the advantages of online class are, Miss Abby?
Alright, Mr. Husaini. So now I will discuss about online class advantages. Although online class may be a burden to some students, there are good things that we can take it, like it can lower total cost. Many prospective students overlook the cost advantages of online classes. Although online learners may pay the same per credit tuition rate as on-campus degree and certificate seekers, they do not pay on-campus housing or meal plans. Learners also save time and money by eliminating a commute. Other cost savings include cheaper textbooks, especially if online learners can purchase digital version. As long as online learners take enough credit to qualify as part-time students, they can apply for federal financial aid programs, such as grants and loans. Other cost saving next, more comfortable learning environment. With the ability to study anywhere, online learners can complete coursework at home, a coffee shop, or a library. This advantage of learners can of online learning allows students to work in the environment that best suits them. As new online degree and certificate seekers research different places, they should focus on those that offer a reliable internet connection and few distractions. Another factor to consider is space requirements, as some facilities tables may lack the space for a computer and reference material. Lastly, it can improve our technical skills. Learning online can help students find the technical skills they need on the job. New skills can include the ability to use new software suites, perform in-depth research online, and communicate effectively online in various formats such as discussion board and teleconferencing. Employers often demand these skills as more and more positions require employees to work remotely. Students can also add new skills to a resume and discuss them during job interview.
Thank you again, Miss Abby. And last but not least, we will now know the downside of online class. Please do share your opinions, Miss Dila.
As I said before, online learning can develop higher self-discipline to students. However, it's not suitable for every student. As we know, everyone have different self-control. This method usually only suitable for independent learners. It will become inappropriate learning for dependent learners like elementary and secondary school age, and also for students who don't have high discipline and responsibility. At least, if face-to-face learning, the teacher can monitor with their own eyes and check the homework given. But if online learning, the teacher only can monitor by screen and sometimes the student only join the class by only tick the attendance. So the lecture sometimes can deliver the learning smoothly.
Thank you. Thank you for the explanation, and thank you again to everyone to allocate your time with us today. Even though there are still a lot more to discuss about, but we already have reached our time for today. From the forum, that we can conclude that both physical and online class has its own pros and cons. From that, we can't say that online class are a nuisance because it comes with its own advantage. That is all from us. Thank you and a very good evening to everyone.